Why does it taste weird? Hey everyone, Sebastian here. Welcome to Atmoseeker. I don't think I'm going to drink that anymore. That tastes a little bit like some bad juju. But we got some good juju here in tonight. We're live every week. Monday night for me, but it might be the morning for you and if you're in the States, or afternoon if you're in Europe. Say hi in the chat. I see we also already have Dalcinia and Victor. Welcome. Man, that actually, I don't think that, because I brewed myself a cup of tea in the old Scullerino. I feel like it's not made for it. It's not made for tea brewing. There's a funny taste to it. I'm not gonna drink anything that's like a death spell or something in here. Oh boy. Maybe one more taste. One more taste just to see. Yeah, that's bad. No, I'm not drinking that. Hey everyone, we are kicking off, continuing on from last week, where I feel like we're changing around. super fat. I think that's what that is. Some kind of like microplastic something. I don't know. It's meant like as like a planter kind of thing, so you can. So I thought it'd been safe to drink out of, but. No, it tastes bad. But yes, anyway, we're continuing on from last week. You can see we got the old girl here. She's ready for a paint job. We've spent most of last week we had on the show where I was cleaning up the old 3D print, filling in some gaps and stuff. Kind of boring, really. But stuff that needs to be done. If you're going to be working on one of these large models or any kind of like monster models, I love painting monster models just because it's a little bit more forgiving, and there's a lot more like working area and stuff. Like when it's like the like tiny little men and stuff, is like ugh. Man, that stuff really left a bad taste in my mouth. Yeah. Oh man. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm not gonna drink that anymore. That's bad. That's over there. That's a prop now. If you've just joined us, we are a live stream kind of channel at the moment while I'm working on some videos in the background, which are mostly to do with like terrain and atmospheric techniques to help make an immersive atmosphere for your tabletop games, whether it be Dungeons and Dragons or any kind of like wargaming and that type of thing. We like to dabble in that kind of thing. We do have Star Wars Day coming up, and I'm thinking we might work on something Star Warsy next Monday. I wonder if that lines up exactly. I'll have to double check. We're continuing on with the big old Tiamat here. I'll change the camera angles so we can see it a bit better. But yeah, we've done a little bit of a cleanup. At the top of the stream, I do want to say a big thank you to my amazing supporters on Patreon. You guys are fantastic and keep my skulls clean and everything. And I just want to do a shout out to my Seeker level patrons: Anthony Von Olin, Blake Darley, Chris Andrus, Constructed Chaos, Darkfire Designs, Devante, Dr. Justin L. Hamrick, John A. Johnson, Michael Dykes, Mini Wargaming, and Little Brick. Thank you everyone for your fantastic support. And if you're here watching, subscribing to the channel is also a fantastic support. We just passed 16,000 subscribers. I don't have all these buttons. I've got a lightning thing. We can do a lightning. Ooh, yeah, the lightning for 16,000 subscribers. Thank you everyone who has been subscribing to the channel. It's been great. And I'm going through a bit of a rough patch at the moment with some work type stuff. But we're moving forwards to the future. And we're still, I've got some big plans here for the channel that I'm working on. I'm trying to wrap up basically what I'm working on at the moment, which is a little bit of a tutorial on some terrain stuff, because I've got a big area over here that I want to transform into kind of a stage area so we can do some more live play stuff on the channel, which would be pretty exciting. So I want to properly rig that up with the background. We had a stream a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago, where it was mostly where we had like the projection and stuff back there. So I'm going to have a bit more a bit more of a permanent kind of solution, or permanent-ish, that we're going to kind of hook up together. And yeah, I'm going to re-rig some of these lights so we have like a nice staging area, so we can really have some cool like immersive tech going into this kind of like nook here. So that's going to change a bit, and that hopefully will lead into some more immersive live plays that we can do together, so which might be chat controlled, with you folks in the chat telling me where to go, where your characters want to go, where they want to die. Yeah, I think it could be fantastic. So, because I love doing that stuff, and maybe if that goes well, we can look at getting some guests on the show, and we could play some of that stuff too, because that was super fun as well. And it's been a good motivator to kind of get some like, you know, I want to go to a jungle location, so I'll focus a few videos on like jungle stuff, or say stuff. So yeah, that stuff's really cool. Do you ever get commissions? No, like I mean, I barely have time to do this stuff myself. Like this, no, like I don't know what it is, but like I've basically just been like super out of energy. It's been hard to kind of get in here and work on stuff. So like this is great. The live streams are great because it kind of like, it's a great touch base with you guys. Get in here, work on some stuff. Try and keep that energy going and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I've been super low energy. Maybe it's the cold weather setting in and stuff. But yeah, we got to keep this train rolling. We got to keep going. Braino needs his juice because he's been pretty silent lately. We got to bring him back. I think we do. But yeah, let's get into it. I've tried looking at the old master manual to see if I can find little pictures of the old girl for some reference. But she's not in here, so I'm surprised, honestly. Like I thought it would have been under like dragons and stuff. I think she's like mentioned or something. I do have the old Rise of Tiamat book here as well. Let's zoom in. I'm gonna have a look at a little bit of reference, just because yeah, we'll have a look at how Tiamat turned out as well. Whoa, let's like zoom in here. But yeah, we've got Tiamat ready to go. She's all primed. Now I still have the wings detachable as well, because I'm probably gonna paint those separately. It's just gonna like be a little easier to get into some of those sections and stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty keen to get going on some of the detail here. Let's see if I can get those wings out. But yeah, we cleaned up a lot of the, like, we had some like rough sections under the wings, and now they more or less look normal, which is pretty good. Really have the time. Yeah, well, yeah, like it all goes into like this mess here. This is all this is a collaborate. Like this is my years of being in here, being haunted. This is the super spookums, as we got. Yes, there was the Braino used to chat. There was a function where he was talking, where he, yeah, I'm gonna put that book isn't bothering me. There we go. Yeah, he used to chat on the show. He was quite mouthy as well, so we had to take his circuits out. We're gonna like try and work him back into the show, I think. But yeah, it was a mixed bag on him. I'm trying to just find some reference of Tiamat. Everything's like super moody in the books, or like cropped in. I don't see anything in here, like other than the cover. But yeah, I'm gonna try and like I'm having a look at some of the models from what you call it, Tiamat. What is it? Or these look like the WizKids model. So it looks like it's mostly like a red dragon style body with like red wings and stuff. And you've got the chromatic heads. Yeah, because I'm trying to work out like what's the best approach here for painting this thing, because I'm terrified. I'm terrified that it's gonna be. Let's have a look at the actually, because since it's a loot model, let's see how Loot painted it up. Oh yeah, So yeah, they've gone quite like leathery. This guy looks pretty happy. Oh no, it's a girl. A lady. Okay, so it's kind of leathery, like it's kind of red, yeah, reddish. I like that. So I got to kind of work out. I'm kind of thinking like I'll do a lot of the broad strokes with the airbrush, and then go in and detail it up. I know a lot of folks would probably do all the heads separately. They have them like all separated from the body. I think yeah, this shot is a little clearer. Yeah, okay. I think we can use that as reference. That's a good idea. That's good. I'm gonna put these books back. I'm gonna try and work out what am I gonna do. It looks like I start with like dark colors first. So it would be like your reds, like your dark reds and stuff. We'll probably aim to go with like most of the body, and then we can pick out like the different chromatic stuff for the heads. I reckon that might be mostly brushwork. So it looks like the center head is the red dragon, and that's probably going to tie into a lot of the body that we have there. Let's see if I can get a little bit more light on this thing. Whoa. Where did this go? Man, that tea tasted bad. I just feel like really weird. Ugh. It's like some kind of like blood curse. Okay, alright, so I don't need to do the rock. This one? That one. Oh, it's shaking. Okay. There we go. You got it. Alright, we don't need the rock. I'm gonna put that aside. Probably like, yeah, I don't know. This is good. I feel like this is gonna be an airbrush job. Good morning, Daffit. Good to see you in the chat. Let's see if I can get this airbrush going. Looks like we're gonna need a butt ton of paint. That's what it's gonna be. Let's see if we can find the perfect color. Hello. Need the airbrush. Special brush. Alright. Use some of this primer. What else are we going to use? We're going to have to try and get the color, and we're going to need a good amount of this stuff too. Mix up a big batch of this stuff. Oh. Alright, we've got some inks here. Primer, thinner, cleaner. It looked kind of like a maroon style. Oh man. I still feel awful from that tea. That was like the worst tea experience I've had. Ugh. It's like someone scraped my tongue over bark. All right, I'm gonna try and mix up a brew together. What do we got? We're gonna have the primer. We're gonna have a few inks. Honestly, like this thing has been sitting on my shelf in pieces for weeks and weeks and weeks, so it's nice that it will finally get painted. Yeah, let's get a good amount of paint on this thing. Okay, thinner, primer. And we're gonna have to try and work out the color here. Just gonna try and thin this out a bit. That's alright. No. Thank you. Yes. Maybe I will get I will get a little bit of water. Actually, I'll get some water here. See you, David. Thanks for popping in. All right, let's try and get this color going. I feel like, is that enough? Little drop. Maybe. Okay, so that red looked kind of browny. And I'm not exactly sure how strong the pigments are on these guys. Well, we'll see. Like, what's the worst that's gonna happen, right? Like, we can always undo this stuff. A little bit of brown. It was kind of like a maroonish kind of brown, wasn't it? But I figure I'm gonna start dark and then work your way up. At least that's the thought, I guess. Let's see what kind of color we got here. That's way too light. We're gonna need a lot more ink in there. So I do want to have a decent batch of this, and then maybe I should start. Nah. We'll have a good batch of this. It's probably going to take a couple of coats to get that good color coming through. Naturally, this is the time when I run out of red ink. How do we make red? Red is one of the primary colors, Seb. You can't make red. I have to use some red paint. We've got that black. We'll fill up some brown. Definitely need some more red. Yeah, this is. I should take an inventory, take stock of how much red I had left. Ugh. Maybe I got something. Let's have a look at the old shelf. Oh, is it working? I think so. It's meant to be tracking me around the room. Hello. Nope. It's meant to be. Fine. I'll just move it myself. You know what? I might use some contrast paint. That's got some good pigment to it. Whoa! Whoa! Into the shadows you go. There we go. Back, forward. Oh, now it's tracking. Thank you. Alright, so backup plan is I'm going to use some of my contrast paint. So that's got some fairly good pigment to it. Whoa. I'll make sure to put red ink on the shopping list. Slaughter red sounds good. Slaughter red or blood red? I'm gonna go slaughter. Victor saying I'm awful at the airbrush. I always get tons of big specks on paint. Get any tips to avoid that? Yeah, something I learned was you kind of, let me see, if we could go back. You kind of push, letting air out first, and then ease the paint, and always kind of have it away from your model first. So if there is any spattering or something, it happens on like a bit of, paper towel or your workbench or something. And then once that's flowing nicely, then you can kind of go onto your model. But yeah, we're gonna see if I know what I'm talking about in a second once we get this color together. I'm gonna warm up this airbrush anyway. Also, just like being able to like check for clogs and stuff. I like to just run a little bit of water through it first. Make sure it's all coming through nice and clean. Seems like it. That's ready to go. We're just gonna get our color. Curious how much we'll have to put in there. Oh, maybe I could have just gone straight with this one. It's not bad. Still a bit pink. That would be a hell of a twist on the old girl. We'll just make her all kind of like Barbie style. Sure turn some heads. Oh, I want to give this a shake. I'm tempted to do that. Just gonna put the lid on this thing. Yeah, way too much primer, I think. I do want a good amount. This is probably way too much. Now looking at it, maybe I'll divide this in half. Although I wanted to have a good amount of it, so if I needed to do touch-ups and stuff, I've got a good amount of that base coat. Maybe I will grab that blood red. I guess I've got other paints here. I've got Dragonfire red. Maybe I'll throw some of this in there. We're just gonna make a big old. Oh, there's nothing in here either. It's just a metal ball. Jesus. All right. I gotta buy paints. I'm trying to be thrifty and not buy anything new at the moment. Seb's just going to be out of paint. Let's see if this works. Actually, I might put a little drop of yellow. See if we can warm that up a bit. It's getting there. It's getting closer. Still a bit light. Yeah, still too light. Maybe throw some more brown in there or something. Because I don't want to dump a whole bunch of this speed paint in here. All right, a little bit more. And we'll throw a bit more brown in there. Once we go too dark, it's kind of hard to go back. Brick brown, something ruddy. bad idea. I've got a whole bunch of craft paints that I use for terrain. I'm just worried about in the airbrush, like the pigment might be a bit chunky. But yeah, maybe I can find something. It's getting there. It's getting closer. Like it's getting, like we're getting close. I think just like a little bit more, and we got something. You know what? Maybe I should just pour it into this guy. Try and get. It's like the old pasta sauce technique. You know, when you're trying to use all the sauce from the bottom from the jar, you gotta mix it in there and get. Oh yeah, it's we're getting wounded here. These wounds. I think we're getting close though. I think we're I'm gonna do the old pasta sauce method. Get a little bit in here. I'm gonna put that lid. Go. And we're gonna see if we can get some of that sauce. Oh yeah, that's working. I feel like we're getting it. I'm gonna come in to the house, hands all red blood. What happened out there? You don't want to know. Okay, this is looking good, looking all right. I think that's as much as we could get out of that thing. I reckon we could just bring it more to Browntown. A bit more, maybe warm it up with a little bit of yellow. There we go. And then and we'll see. This jar is not made for this jar is not made for paint. It's like a brownish, terracotta-ish red. I kind of want it to be a bit richer, but I guess it's meant to be that. I'm just gonna go a little bit more, I think. A little bit more. Yeah, I think that's all right. I'm happy with that color. We're gonna give it a shot. I think we could shade it. Yeah, maybe I could go a little darker. Or let's try and get a good eye on it. I think this is good. No, I'm happy with that. Very good. In fact, I'm gonna put a big T on this. Put a big T on this. That's Tiamat. Tiamat in there. It's official. All right. So, by the sounds of it, or looking at the reference, it looks like mostly we're going to be base coating the whole thing. Almost. Like there are light parts, unlike the breast, chest area, underneath the wings that will probably not go as heavy. But it looks like on the arms and stuff. I'm just kind of trying to look at this reference a bit. Yeah. Okay, I guess the vibe is leathery, and then we'll work it out from there. I know we joke about putting our blood, sweat, and tears into our work, but please don't. I mean, yeah. Maybe we could put a little bit of blood in here, like real blood. Just got open our vein a bit. Yep. Oh, there we go. We got it. Oh shit! It's a gusher. We lost half of it. Oh no! Quick, get it in there. Get a pipette. I got it. We can save it. The perfect color. I'd love to say we were doing it. Oh no! No! Just trying to save. I don't even know if this will be good. That looks good though. Like, you know what? Now looking at it, seeing it like this, I think the color's good. I just wish I got it on the model a bit more than on the table. Oh, yeah, it's a good vein. We got a good vein here. Okay, got it. Okay, now we got more on the shopping list. We got ink. We've got. You know what? It could have been a lot worse. Could have been way worse. Like, what if it just like all over her? You know what? Maybe that's like the Mr. Bean method of base coating. I still got a decent amount in here. I reckon this will still be plenty. But now we got to be. I'm in the middle of filming a video, and it's gonna be where you can see the cutting mat, and all of a sudden there's gonna be a big old blood stain in the middle now. And everyone here will know why. I think the color's good though. I think I'm happy with the color. I'm just gonna do a little taste. I think it is a good color. Just, it's a shame we lost half. It's a shame we lost half of it. Oh man. We'll make do though. I reckon we'll make do. If I had to guess about tonight's progress, it's going to be. I'm going to have to leave a little bit in there to try and match the color. Because I have a feeling. Okay, here we go. So yeah, run the air through a little bit. Hang on, let's. Oh my! Oh! Everything's on fire. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're running the air through, and then we're pulling back a bit, and we're seeing. So you want to get air going first before you start hammering back on the. Now I'm terrified. Terrified. You know what? I want to be holding it like this. Or should we test on the wings? No. Yeah, I'm gonna just test. It already looks pretty good. Done. Finished. Finito. Mamma mia. I'm just going to move this a bit more up like this so you can see. I don't know, it's the same, like I keep having these incidents, the airbrush, always with mixing paint as well. is nice to start to see some color on her, though. Well, I think we'll have plenty for... Oh, what was that? Oh, the blackness. It wasn't just me. We all saw that, right? There was blackness for a moment. There's some kind of curse happening in here. I don't know what it is. It might be all the lights, all the voltage and stuff. Maybe that's it. That's what I'm gonna go with that. That's the reason. Maybe we'll use that turntable thing. This is kind of like Iron Man red, I would say. So that same kind of like leathery. You know what? If I could, I would start the countdown for the stream at 666. But that's why it starts at 6 minutes, because that's the best I could do. Like Iron Man red, I think we're going for. Oh man, that's already looking pretty good, and we just started. I like how it's kind of like picking out some of that detail, trying to gauge how close we are to needing a respirator. So far, so good. So far, so good. I'm just going gingerly with it. I'm not going too heavy. But yeah, that's starting to look good. Toothless. Good to see you, buddy. Recently bought airbrush and had fun using it a couple of times. A bit concerned if it is okay to use in just a normal room with an open window, enough ventilation, or am I killing myself? Yeah, ventilation's good. Look, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I've seen a lot of folks use a lot of those like air purifiers as well. Those can help. I've got a big garage space here, so I'm kind of like gauging. Like, I'm probably pretty close to putting on a respirator right now. But yeah, I get it depends like what your situation is. If you're like close to a window or not. Just gonna kind of do what's with your situation. Like, you could get one of those like air cleaner kind of things. What are they called? They're purifiers. I know there's some of those like booth kits you can get that actually attached like to a window, so it's got like a little fan in it that like pulls it out. So that's good. I'm actually gonna put on a mask as well right now. So apologies if it starts to sound a little Darth Vader-y. There I go. Oh. I'm in. I think I'm in. Oh, my wife have messed up my head. What has she done? She's changed my settings. There we go. That's kind of on. There we go.
Let me know if you can still make out what I'm saying, or if I just need to be quiet. Well, it's looking more dragony than before. I feel like my wife has messed up my respirator. There we go. That's fitting better now. She was cleaning the oven. Honey, do you have like a gas mask or something? Yes, dear. Oh, I saw that. Gonna get right up in the old girl. Like, seeing all this, I feel like I could do a bulk of the work with the airbrush, especially for the body. Not bad. It's leathery. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. I'm gonna hit the wings a bit. I'll try and avoid too much of like that scent a bit, although, I don't know, the pigment's pretty alright with this stuff. So I might be able to be tinted. little bit that way. I hit her with the overspray. See, I've gotten a good amount of her done. Maybe I was being a bit nervous for no reason. Get it out. Woo! I need a top up. Oh, just a dirty bird today. Look at a huge mess. All this blood. Oh, all right. More wing. More wing is what we need. Yeah. Okay. Oh, all right. So we've got half a wing. Got some of the body, which I probably will touch up a little bit. And we've got another wing to go. Yeah, this airbrush is making quick work of this. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, such an awkward piece to hold, this one. The weight is all at the top. Yeah, it's amazing how it's just transforming already. Oh man, it's cramping up the hand. Jay Daru, good to see you in the chat. We're just painting up this big queen. Oh. I just don't want to miss anything. I guess I can. Maybe I'll see it in the morning and see like, oh, I've missed a huge spot or something. But at the moment, you know what? I might just throw on the old wheel. I think that does a good job. That's not bad, actually. Oh, yes. Yeah, this one's a beast to print. Like, these wings were actually done in the FDM printer. I did them just because I didn't want to print them in pieces in my resin printer. They actually turned out pretty well. I was happy I didn't have to glue bits of resin together. Except no like. Always have problems gluing resin stuff together for some reason. No matter what the glue. Okay, this is a good color. I quite like the leatheriness of this one. Yeah, I feel like I really want to see how this looks all together. Look at that go a little bit over on some of these wings. So yeah, I kind of want to go in through it like with a warmer, kind of yellowish, kind of leathery kind of spray. Just to see how my body turned out. Yeah, usually when it dries, it kind of like dials down a bit. This has kind of held its pigment pretty well though. I can see a few bits and spots though that could be a little touch it. So make sure you get that dragon ass right in there. Yeah, I forgot to get the head on this red dragon a bit. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go in here with like a brush or something. It's a bit hard to get the angle. Feel like it's starting to clog up. You can see the spray coming out at like a weird angle. We're so close to finishing up with this color. Yeah. I'm wondering if we should still stick on the darker shade of colors. I'm thinking of just like mixing in a bit more brown. Coming out, it's clogging, starting to clog. You barely adopted the pig. I was born into it, molded by it. Yes. What's that clog looking? We'll keep going. So now we're gonna have to do a clean. Oh yeah, we'll do a little clean here. It's hard to tell what the air quality's like in here. We got a lot of haze going, but not a bad first pass on this guy. I kind of want to get the wings together. So I'll clean this off. Would have been nice to get a little bit more variation in the undercoat. Yeah, maybe I can come back with some browns and stuff. Yeah, see, just some water did the trick. Actually, I'm going to run a little bit of cleaner through it. clean. Clean as a whistle, Homer. Yeah, I just kind of want to see. Maybe we could throw a little brown on it. I'm gonna leave my Tiamat red here as an experiment. Because if we do need to do any touch-ups or anything in the future, or if they have to come back to this color, it'd be good. Now I did want to throw maybe a little bit of brown on this guy. Probably like in some of the shadow areas or something. I could quit while on my head. I do have to let that dry a bit though. But yeah, let's have a little quick look how this thing looks. Pop the wings in. Pop her on a rock. She likes to be on a rock. There we go. She does like to be on her rock. Don't you, girl? Aren't you a good girl, aren't you? You're gonna treat her with respect. Alright, that's looking pretty badass already. We just started. See how focus on me? Where are you going? There you go. Oh, it's Brano's fog. There you go. Let me turn that off. Not a bad start. I definitely want to keep working on this though. So we've got, I reckon, because I'm going to be having lots of like atmospheric lighting around this guy, I think,
which would be good. I don't know what's happened to my lights. The lights are gone. Set to normal mode. That's more like it. That's more like it. Alright, yeah, now we can see what's going on. Yeah, see, she's looking alright. Especially, like, getting that airbrush pattern there. That's, yeah, you're starting to see a lot of that detail pop through. That's really cool. So we got the heads to do. I think this is probably breaking it down like this has made it a bit of a more approachable, I guess. Like, doing the body. So it's basically a red dragon with some other dragon heads on it. She would not say she would. That doesn't flatter her at all, does it? Oh wow, it's actually pretty late. I'm actually going to leave it there. I might pick apart at this during the week. If you guys want to see a little bit more how it's coming along, be sure to check out the Patreon. There's a link in the description. We'll post little behind the scenes how this girl's coming along. It's been a bit of a journey getting this guy printed and painted. But yeah, I feel like we're going to paint a little bit more during the week. I'm fingers crossed I'm going to finish up this video this week that I've been working on. Yeah, well, if anything else, I'll see you guys next Monday night. We might do an America stream this week. So if you're in the US and want to have a nice relax in the evening with old Seb, stay tuned, hit that subscribe button and notifications to make sure that you know when we go live. And I'll catch you around. And yeah, the old girl's getting there. I'm gonna keep plugging away. Until next time, let's create and inspire. Catch you later, folks.